Uh, Thank you to all of you that are here today. As time doesn't allow me to thank each of you individually, I do appreciate each of you for all that you have done for me over the years. I would like to thank my wife, Karen, for 42 plus years of positive support of my teaching and coaching career. Stand up again. As many of you know, this field and school was my second home. Thank you to my two sons, Aaron and Brad, Aaron there and Brad, for sharing me with a second family, Beyer Baseball. Thanks to the people here on the platform, Mitch Munthey, Brandon Fromm, Pam Abel, and Mr. Parks. Thanks to the following group that helped to make this happen: Kathy and Dave Israel, Sandy and Gary Fromm, Chris Campos, Mitch Munthey, Steve Clark, Phil Mastagni's family, and Dan Parks. And I already said again, but I want to mention the school board and superintendent, Pam Abel. Obviously, I wouldn't be here if they didn't vote that. So thank you again. The first year, when Beyer opened in 1972-73, I was assistant varsity coach. The following year in 73-74, I became the head varsity coach. As you look around you today, all we did have was this metal backstop and an open playing field in Modesto. One that the coaches and players and parents and Beyer community, my vision was to build the best playing field in Modesto. One that the coaches, players, parents, and Beyer community would have a stake in and be proud of. I knew that the players and coaches needed to equally take part every day in the upkeep of the field. My philosophy was that when we left each day, as Mr. Munthey said, after practice or a game, the field should be ready to play on. What developed over each year was a pride in our baseball field, how it played and how it looked. Over the years, teams from in town and out of town would come back and play at this facility because of the way it played and looked. Our players knew they were a big part of the reason teams felt this way. They also enjoyed the benefits of playing and practicing on a great field. I want to say thank you to all the past players, coaches, and parents for their contributions, time, money, and hard labor that has helped to make this field what it is today. I would like to give a special thanks to Lee Lawrence for his expertise on field maintenance and hours of labor in upkeep of this field for over 10 years. I was very fortunate to have great assistant coaches over the years that helped build the facilities and were outstanding coaches that always had the players' interests first. Thank you to each one of you. There are four I would like to mention that will always have a special meaning to me as a head coach. The first two were with me for over 8 years and were a huge part of the reason we made it to sections for the second time and continue to build and upgrade the facilities. That would be Gary Peters and Dale Mead. You two are a big part of why I'm up here today. Thank you. Gary called me last week, I think it was about, and said, Paul, I'm sorry, I won't be able to be there. And his excuse was probably the best excuse he'd have. He was heading down to spring training on Monday. So have a good time, Gary. The last two are Steve Clark and Mitch Munthey, who were assistant coaches for me and then took over the program for the next 9 years. They did an excellent job of continuing the Beyer baseball legacy. Plus, they allowed me to come back and be an assistant coach with them for 2 years, for which I'm very thankful. I had a blast. It was kind of nice not having a lot of responsibility. I've been asked why I coached baseball for 33 years, plus 7 years of golf, for a total of 40 years of coaching plus. Love of the game and the sports, and the enjoyment of working with young athletes. Teaching and watching the players develop better discipline, teamwork, respect for the game and each other, self-confidence, good ethics, playing by the rules, and good character. I believe these are the same characteristics that people have who are successful in careers and in life. They give back to society in a positive way. Once again, thank you for this great honor.